Yes, it's Mr. Nailsin's Wednesday Comics again, and high time I got back to my look at the Green Goblin, who is, in my opinion, Spider-Man's main arch nemesis. One can make an argument that, Dr. Octopus could be, but he just has a really great rogues gallery, similar to Batman, but clearly the Joker is Batman's main arch nemesis. But I guess it's just to each their own when it comes to Spider-Man. But anyway, did talk about his original appearance and all that. And then this was the second one, guest starring the Human Torch. It looks like, the Goblin's tickling him and he's going, tee. But here's the first appearance of his Goblin glider, which is one of the cooler things about Green Goblin. And you know it. DC's like, damn it, we should have thought of that for Batman. that's such a cool conveyance, So anyway, there you go. There's your come. Oh, J. Jonah, what are you doing? Oh, is that Ned? Or maybe it's Flash. Yeah, probably. There's Betty. So anyway, there he is back on his original broomstick version. From the first appearance. And so there we go. The return of the Green Goblin, Stan and Steve do it again. Look at old Bookworm Parker. The way he's glued to that kid book, you'd think he was reading the latest James Bond mystery. It's been months since I had that battle with the Green Goblin. I wonder what became of him. Why hasn't he been heard from since? See me after class, kids. Old Flash has some big news for you. So anyway, this is from Marvel Tales. As I read the stories in my youth, the original Spider-Man was being reprinted while I was reading the current Spider-Man at the time. And so I said, oh, yeah. And got completely enthralled in all things Goblin because of the Hobgoblin story going on at the time and stuff like that. Knew about the characters through the cartoons and stuff like that, but really didn't delve into it and until the early 80s. And fortunately, Marvel Tales was available. But anyway, here it is, originally presented in Spider-Man 17. So there you go. So here he is in his secret hideout somewhere. In another part of the city, at the same time that Peter Parker sits in his science classroom, the very one he is thinking of is also thinking of him. Or to put it more accurately, of Spider-Man.
The next time I battle Spider-Man, I'll have new weapons to defeat him with. Now, I'm only practicing with a dummy target.
Oh, okay.
But I can't wait until I get a chance to use my little bag of tricks on the real Spider-Man. With all the practicing I've done, I should be able to vanquish him just as easily as I've beaten his lifeless replica.
Yeah. It's kind of weird you have a Spider-Man life-size doll, but...
I've even redesigned my jet-powered Goblin glider, making it still faster and more maneuverable.
Yeah, I would think so. It certainly looks a lot better. So there you go. There's its cool thing. So basically, he just added wings and put a bat's head on it on the old one and got rid of the broomstick-looking thing, Besides, he's the Green Goblin, not the Green Witch. Anyway,
yes, when next we meet Spider-Man, we'll find that the mysterious Green Goblin is more than a match for him and his puny powers.
Look at all his toys he's got. Now, of course, the pumpkin bombs, every now and then, they're little bats, but it's kind of getting a little close to Batarang, The ghost thing, I've seen him use a time or two. Every now and then, yeah, the moon, which, kind of works like the Batarang, too. And then the frog. Yeah, he would throw a frog. But this is all, stuff from, fairy tale lore about goblins and all that. And then, of course, Halloween stuff. But anyway,
I've waited all these months to prepare myself enough time to prepare for our next encounter. And at last, the Goblin is ready. Now all that remains for me to do is find Spider-Man.
Well, Good luck on that one. Bloop, bloop. Gotta skip ahead. A few minutes later, as Pete walks home, what's everyone staring at? Oh, up on that roof. Looks like trouble. Look, they're running into a waiting helicopter. I never saw anything like it. A helicopter? Okay. It's Batman and oh, wait. Men in costumes racing into that hovering whirlybird. Whatever they're doing, they're up to no good. Maybe. You don't know. They've got a real head start. But with a little luck, old Spider-Man ought to be able to catch them before they get out of reach. Here goes nothing. Whee! Look, Ma. No hands. Maybe I'm just a corny show-off. But it sure feels great to get into action again. I wonder if Flash Thompson is watching. Wouldn't it be something if he ever found out who I really am? I suppose. Okay, oh, that was these guys. And they were making a movie. This is kind of a callback to the previous issue where he meets the Goblin, and he was suckered into a movie and all that. Well, here's more soap opera stuff. Jonah making him feel like an idiot, and then Betty, problems, and Flash, and all that. Oh, boy. And then someone walks by. Oh, he gets spider sense. Oh, well, we know who it is. At this point, no one knew who the Green Goblin was. But, oh, he's following this guy. Oh, my goodness, who could that be? And, well, he's up to no good. So then we got to meet our guest star. That's the man I saw on the street before with a gun. He was a crook. Should I tackle him as Peter Parker? No. Or hide somewhere and change again. Well, but hopefully he won't hurt anybody because, you know, when you take time to change your clothes. But priorities and all, you know. But as the hesitant youth ponders his course of action, a flaming fireball streaks down from above, melting the startled fugitive's gun. It's the Human Torch. He beat me to the punch. There he is. Much obliged, Torch. Good thing I was passing by. Nice work, Torch. You saved us a possible gunfight. That was a wonderful bit of marksmanship, son. You destroyed his gun without injuring his hand. You're a real hero. All in a day's work, gents. Nobody ever makes that much fuss over Spider-Man. Could I have your autograph, Torch? Then I'd like one for my son. You know, yeah, my son, if you don't mind. Sure, why not? Write with love on mine. Maybe I just don't live right. I'd better shove off before he gets elected president. Hold it, fella. I noticed you hanging around in case you're too shy to ask. Ask me. Here's my autograph anyway. Don't bother thanking me. I'm just all heart. What am I supposed to do? Sleep with it under my pillow? Loudmouth show off. Boy, this is my lucky day. Hey, did you get his autograph too? I might as well have some fun with this kid. No, this is Spider-Man's. Would you like to swap? Well, what do you think? I'm a nut? Oh, well, you can't win them all. Oh, there we go. We'll jump ahead to Goblin. The soap opera stuff's going on. Wow, what a turnout. Half of Forest Hills must be here. But where's Spidey? I don't know. Just keep your fingers crossed, Charlie. I wonder why Petey hasn't shown up yet. After all the trouble I went to. While on a rooftop nearby. This is my big chance. If I make a good impression in there, maybe people will stop distrusting me and start liking me the way they like the Torch. I feel like a nervous actor on the opening night. And Spidey might be still more nervous if he could see the strange figure across town who is silently speeding towards the same destination. Won't Spider-Man be surprised to see the Green Goblin among his many fans? So there they are. They're having their little shindig, you know, waiting for Spider-Man to show up. And ta-da! Yay, Spider-Man! But then, well, someone throws a frog into the works. And it severs his web. That's pretty powerful, huh? What? Oh, no, I can't look. But he lands on his feet, you know, like spiders do. Oh, wait, no, that's cats. It's Spider-Cat. But then, oh, well, here comes, holy smokes, the Green Goblin. Now I'm in for it.
Now, Spider-Man, we'll really give them a show.
I've got to make this still seem like it's just an act. If the audience panics, some of them could be hurt in the rush.
I've got a whole bag of new surprises for you, my friend. And here's the first. See how my goblin sparks start sparkling as soon as I press a button on my belt.
Well, later on, apparently, he can just do it by thinking about it through the gloves. But back then, he needed a button. So he pushed the button.
See how pretty they look, glistening in the air. Would you take a closer look at them? I'll be glad to oblige.
They look pretty, all right. Pretty dangerous. I'd better swing out of the way. Yay, what an ad! Give us more! So far, so good. As long as they don't suspect this is for real. But I can't keep this up forever. I've got to think of some way to bait the Goblin without involving the audience.
The fans are eating this up. If only I could dream up some way to spoil this corny show of his.
I'm so glad that Peter isn't here. Perhaps he doesn't like Liz Allen as much as I feared he did. Well, the battle continues. Well, of course, there's the Batarang, but the Goblin bomb, the pumpkin bomb, that's the main thing, But it's, just a big show off. There's Liz. Gee, where's Peter and all that stuff? And he's, I'm never going to get a girl. And then here comes Human Torch to say, hey, someone needs to stop this stuff. Gangway with the torch. He spoiled everything as Spider-Man was about to finish off the Goblin.
That was a close one. He almost had me.
Here comes Torch and Fireball, which, a bunch of fireballs coming out of Dr. Strange's house, I guess. Not realizing why the Human Torch has entered the scene, the Green Goblin angrily turns his attention towards the fiery newcomer.
The Human Torch, eh? Well, I'll teach you not to interfere with your betters.
Spider-Man's gone. I wonder where. Now, really, Green Goblin has no chance against the Human Torch, but these were the early days, before he had to deal with the likes of, Silver Surfer and Galactus and all that. Okay, a few more things, but the Goblin, his ghost thing comes in and what? Ooh, he wasn't ready to be thrown, but it closes off his oxygen, and apparently he throws a few more into the can't maintain my flame. So anyway, she's still crying about Peter and all that, and the Torch made him burn his way out, because really, the toys aren't going to stop him anyway. And now, Brother Goblin, can't breathe, that dense smoke.
Eat my exhaust.
Now I only
need to do is double back and put you out of action with one of my potent little stun bombs.
But then here comes Spider-Man. Look, Spidey's back. I had to go take a piss.
Not as much as the world will soon miss you. Confound it! Don't move so fast.
See, the Goblin keeps wanting it to be a fair fight, but is he going to be fair? No. But I have to move fast. I don't want you to get bored and fall asleep on me.
But the Green Goblin can move fast, too. You didn't expect my glider to make such a sudden drop, did you?
A lot of good that'll do you.
You've sneered at my promise for the last time, Spider-Man.
Don't bet on it. You missed me again. I've got him on the run now. I'll swing up again and put him away for keeps. Hello? What? Yes, I think Peter Parker's here. Why? His aunt suffered another heart attack, asking him to be in the hospital. I see. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Aunt May in the hospital? Asking for me? I gotta go to her right away. Torch will be able to handle the Green Goblin. I can't afford to waste a second. He must have turned yellow. That means he's a coward. So off he goes, all misunderstood. So, of course, Torch has got to fight. Jonah's happy.
What a little chicken.
And they fight it out, and then boom! Dope, dope, dope. And then once again, now Goblin escapes through Doctor Strange's house. So, of course, oh no, Aunt May's in trouble. And there's Peter having to change, and hopefully hoping that people will think Spider-Man's a real hero too, but now, well. And then the Human Torch says, well, you know, I did the best I could. Oh, you're a real hero and all that, you know. There's John Byrne. He did a picture back then. So, boy, everything's terrible. Aunt May's sick. Everybody thinks Spider-Man's a loser and a coward. And he's like, I don't know if I can keep doing this crap. And the Goblin got away, you know. So that's how that went for the second time around. But you got introduced to a lot of his weapons and his cool new glider. Yeah. So, yeah, that's how they were building up Green Goblin at the time. Interspersed with all the miserable soap opera stuff that poor Peter Parker has to deal with. But a lot of those elements, if not, well, of course, that was the elements that made Spider-Man as successful as he was.